Ayo, and what is up, gang? Thank you so much for checking out Sledgehammer TV tonight. This is your official Mixed Match Challenge review. We are in Week 3, Episode number 3, Match number 3, which was the most anticipated match for this guy, as we had Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss, Team Little Big, versus Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch, and we're going to talk about it right here and right now on the newest, fastest rising podcast in all of YouTube, baby! The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Let's do it.
The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
Alright, wrestling fans, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Nick Nightmare. Along with me, as always, is my trusty companion, my loyal tag team partner, and the World Heavyweight Champion of Microphones, Blue the Snowball Microphone, and we are here to talk about this week's edition of the Mixed Match Challenge. Before we get into it, quick apology that I didn't get a preview up. Alright, but if you watched the SmackDown Live review last night, you saw how completely exhausted I was even giving and delivering my review to you guys, and I apologize for that, but the WWE just drained my brain. So I got a good night's sleep, I went to work today, and here I am, all energized up for you guys, because the Mixed Match Challenge is awesome. It's awesome. We are seeing things that we would never have thought we would have seen in our life. The action is fun, it's exciting, it's engaging. It lives on an island of itself. It supposedly does not have any ramifications on the main roster stuff. And what we've seen on the Mixed Match Challenge in Week 3 couldn't be any more clearer indication of that. And I absolutely loved it. You might not have enjoyed what you saw. And if you didn't, then you need to lighten up, because even monsters need love. You know what I mean? Every monster has a man within him that has needs and desires. And it was absolutely one of the biggest surprises. And it was even more entertaining than the actual match, which was very, very good. Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman's little flirtatious back and forth stuff was very, very, very funny. The crowd was into it. They couldn't say a thing. Everything was taken as a double entendre. And then the crowd starts chanting, "Get these hands! Get these hands!" I thought it was fantastic. Alexa Bliss admitted to thinking Braun Strowman's kind of cute. Braun Strowman says, "You're kind of cute too." Braun Strowman's all like, wow, you see him smiling and being a man. And it's important, I think, to see the soft side of the man, even if we don't ever see it on Raw or SmackDown or on the main show, which I kind of hope we don't, because he is the monster among men. He should be tearing up and destroying everything. But they need love too. And this segment just got me very, very behind this team, even more so than I was. Their action in the match, never mind the little sexual overtones of the post-match interview, which was absolutely fantastic, but the match itself was very, very good. Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch. Look, I'm so excited, you guys, that I forgot to go to the cool little match screen. So while we get into the match, let's go to the match screen. Check this out. Come on, I almost screwed this up. I almost missed this awesome screen that I got here for you guys to make this show more entertaining. At least as entertaining as the Mixed Match Challenge was, which is probably nearly impossible because I'm only one man and I would need somebody to tango with. And there ain't no tangoing going on today. So we are going to now get into this match. This match was great. Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch had an absolutely fantastic strategy. And the strategy was, don't let Braun get in the match. They wanted to keep Alexa Bliss in this match as long as possible. They tried to cut the ring in half. Becky Lynch had the advantage on Alexa Bliss for most of the opening of this match, doing everything she could to keep her from tagging in the big man, and Sami Zayn couldn't have been happier with the results. Sami Zayn was so excited in this match, man. He was obviously having a great time. He was up on the ropes telling people to sing happy birthday to Becky Lynch. Happy birthday, Becky, by the way. And it was great. The whole crowd was into it. She was being serenaded by a happy birthday song by the WWE Universe. A once-in-a-lifetime thing for her. That don't happen every day for everybody. It was absolutely fantastic. Sami Zayn jumping around on the outside like a hyperactive little chihuahua, just wanting to have absolutely nothing to do with getting in the ring. Even at one point, Becky Lynch was going for a tag. She was close enough to make the tag. Sami took it upon himself to go from one side to the other side, making it harder for her to make the tag. He was doing everything he could to not get that tag, because he's not stupid and he didn't want to get in there with the monster among men. You guys, this match is a absolutely fantastic example of what wrestling should be. This is what they should have translating through the matches and through the entire show on Mondays and Tuesdays and every time we have a pay-per-view Sunday. There's no fun. It's like everybody's all stressed out. And then you come to the Mixed Match Challenge and everybody's just having an absolutely great time. I do, on this show, enjoy all the little graphic things. Like I said on SmackDown last night, when I was complaining about it on the SmackDown Live show, in this scenario, in this environment, it works. Why? Because one, you're on the internet. You're not watching television. You're watching Facebook Watch. You're on Facebook Live and you're watching the show. It's interactive. There's emojis flying around as it is, unless you swipe right, like Michael Cole keeps liking to tell everybody how to use their iPad, and like nobody knows how to use it anymore. Give me a break with that. But the interactivity and all of the graphics for this show work. It makes it feel like a different show. It's not super aggressive. It's only a one-match show, so you only kind of see it in the promos here and there. But I enjoy it on the Mixed Match Challenge. I don't enjoy it on SmackDown Live. I don't like watching words fly at my face for 2 hours. I can hear what Bobby Roode is saying. I don't need to read along. If I wanted to read along, I would put my closed captions on and turn off the volume. It's already available for you on every single television in the world. We don't need you putting it up in big blue and white and red and yellow and whatever colors you decide to use for SmackDown's little interview segments. But on the Mixed Match Challenge, it's just fine. And it makes this show just so much fun. So much fun. Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman absolutely fulfilled my greatest wish for this match, which was all I wanted to see. Whether they won or lost, which we all knew they were going to win. Who are we kidding? No disrespect to Team Red over here, but we all know who was going to win this match. And the Twisted Bliss was executed from the shoulders of the monster among men. I tweeted earlier in the day, probably about 7 or 8 hours before the show even aired, all I want out of this Mixed Match Challenge match tonight is to see a Twisted Bliss off the shoulders of Braun Strowman, and they delivered that to me, and I hope they continue to make that the way they finish matches throughout the entirety of this tournament. My prediction is that The Miz and Asuka are going to find their way against Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss in the finals of this thing, somehow, and that is going to probably start to set up The Miz versus Braun Strowman for WrestleMania, and it will definitely start the spark between the Women's Champion and the number one contender and Women's Royal Rumble winner, Asuka. So the tension will all be there. Braun Strowman should definitely get the win in this scenario. This team is going to take off even more so with their little interaction. It was so great. Go back to Facebook. Go check it out. Maybe it's probably on the network as of today. Go find it. It is worth a watch. These guys had a great time, and so will you. The Mixed Match Challenge is one of the funnest shows I have seen in years, produced by the WWE. And if you just let go of all your anxiety and you forget everything that you just had to witness on SmackDown and forget about Raw and forget about the storylines and just sit down and watch this one match out of context from everything else, you will not regret it. It was absolutely great. And that leads me to next week. Next week, we are going to have the husband and wife team of Jimmy Uso, sorry, I get the names confused all the time. Jimmy Uso and Naomi going up against Goldust, and who was supposed to be teaming with Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox is injured and is off the roster right now. And who did they get to replace Alicia Fox? Who is Goldust's new partner? At the initial hearing of it, I was not happy with it. But then when I seen it, and Mandy Rose popped out, and was standing there with Goldust, and they did that little promo. Goldust says, how do you counteract the wildness of a fox? And then she pops in with the thorns of a rose. And Mandy Rose and Goldust just looking at them together. I'm like, I want this. I want to see this. This would be great. If I was WWE Creative, just off of the strength of that one promo, I would immediately disband Absolution right now. Absolutely right now. You want to keep Absolution as a group? Here's an idea. Have Paige get pissed at Mandy Rose because she went to go play with Goldust. And then she calls up maybe Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, and you have a new, more decent Absolution faction that people will go nuts for. They will go nuts for. Let them attack Sonya Deville, get her out of there, send her back to NXT because nobody needs her around now that the real MMA girl is here. Right? How great would that be? And then you leave Mandy Rose with Goldust as his manager, as his second, and she helps him win matches and allow Goldust to have one final great run. Maybe give him the Intercontinental Championship again and allow him to put over the young guys. Maybe he drops it to a Finn Balor. I love this team. I love this team. I wish to God that that's what they would do. Who needs Paige around anymore to begin with? Right? She's not going to do anything. So if you're not going to make her be a manager and lead a faction and try to get the new generation over, then just be done with it. Scrap Absolution or rebrand it, repackage it, and let Mandy Rose be with Goldust after this Mixed Match Challenge is over and forever. Forever. She's like a new 110% upgrade of a Terry Runnels. They got this rose gold thing going on. I think that is fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it. I hope that comes to the main roster. I hope they allow Goldust to be taken seriously for a little while. Give him this little hot to trot Fox next to her. Not Alicia Fox. I shouldn't have said Fox, but I was trying to be cool. I said the wrong word. Let him blossom this beautiful golden rose. Alright? Feel better now. Because I friggin' love it. That's what I want to see happen. And next week, we are going to see the debut of Team Rose Gold as they go up against the Uso Lovers, which should be a fantastic match. Fantastic match. I expect the Usos to win this one. I don't expect them to give the win to Mandy Rose and Goldust. Even though at this point, I hope they do. And I hope the rest of you guys feel the same way. And that all of the WWE Universe feels the same way. And if they get eliminated, they are now my pick to be the fan vote. When they do the fan vote to get the eliminated team back in to round out the quarterfinals, the semifinals before the final round. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. They're not going to win this tournament. They shouldn't win this tournament, even though their team is great. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying is this is something that would work. This kind of a pairing is what wrestling is all about. And it just worked. I seen it for 2 minutes. If it was that much. My initial reaction was, ugh. But by the time it was over, I was like, ho! I like it. I like it. And I'm looking forward to it even more so now than I was last week. Fantastic. The Mixed Match Challenge is great. Make sure you guys are checking it out every single Tuesday after SmackDown Live on Facebook Watch. It's kind of hard for me. My service is great. Listen, I have excellent streaming capabilities. I have top-of-the-notch internet. But the response and the reaction to this show is so great that I experience a lot of lag time. A lot of lag time. I actually have to swipe right, Michael Cole, to get rid of all the comments in the chat room and all of this so that I can watch the show. You know what I mean? So, enjoy it. Go back, check it out. I know that they put them on the network. I don't know how many days after. Hopefully it's today because I want to go watch it again. And if it's not on the network, I'm going to check it out myself on Facebook Watch. Don't forget to check out everything else on this channel. We had SmackDown Live, Raw, Royal Rumble, and NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. Reviews, previews, top 5 lists of the greatest Raw moments in my opinion. Top 5 list of 5 women that I considered to be highly unlikely to enter the Women's Royal Rumble, and they didn't. Not one of them did. So go check it out. It's a fantastic list. Plus, there's still more. A subscription box showdown. That wrestling club absolutely annihilated Wrestling Crate this week. Go see why. You won't believe your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been the Mixed Match Challenge Review right here on Sledgehammer TV's Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. My name is Nick Nightmare. This is Blue the Snowball Microphone. If you enjoyed this show, don't forget to subscribe. Become a part of this family. I've been telling people have been telling me that they're waking up in the morning, they're not getting their notifications, and they're finding out that they've been unsubscribed from this channel due to no fault of their own. So I urge you guys, if you've been a subscriber, just make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube sucks this week, and they've been messing with everybody. So just double check, make sure you're a member. If you're not, make sure you join today. Like this video, share it with all your wrestling buddies so we can continue to grow and expand, and Sledgehammer TV will be taking over YouTube in 2018. Thank you guys so much. That is going to do it, and we are out of here. And we will see you next time right here on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. I love you guys. Have a good one.